Sullivan Society's production of H.M.S. Pinafore, or The Lass That Loved a Sailor. We ask at this time that you turn off all electronic handheld devices for the duration of the show, and, unless you wish to be shown at once to a dungeon cell, please, no flash photography during the performance. And now, in accordance with society tradition, please rise and join us in singing God Save the Queen.
sail the ocean blue, and a saucy ship's a beauty. We are sober men and true, and attentive to our duty. When the balls whistle free on the bright blue sea, we stand to our guns all day. When at anchor we ride on the Portsmouth tide, we plenty of time for play. Ahoy, ahoy, the balls whistle free. Ahoy, ahoy, the bright blue sea. We stand to our guns all day. We sail the ocean blue, and a saucy ship's a beauty. We are sober men and true, and attentive to our duty. Our saucy ship's a beauty. We're attentive to our duty. We're sober men and true. We sail the ocean blue. Hurrah! Hurrah! Hooray!
Safeguards of your nation. Here is an end at last of all privation. You've got your pay, spare all you can afford, and welcome little Buttercup on board. Sweet little Buttercup, I've snuff and tobacco and excellent Jackie. I've scissors and watches and knives. I've ribbons and laces to set off the faces of pretty young sweethearts and wives. I've treacle, I've toffee, I've tea and I've coffee, soft Tommy and succulent chops. I've chickens and conies and pretty polonies and excellent peppermint drops. Then buy on your Buttercup, dear little Buttercup. Sailors should never be shy. So buy of your Buttercup, poor little Buttercup, come of your Buttercup.
Our little Buttercup, and well called, you're the rosiest, the roundest, and the reddest beauty in all Spithead. Aye!
Red am I, and round and rosy, maybe, for I have dissembled well. But hark ye, my merry friend, hast ever thought that beneath a gay and frivolous exterior there may lurk a cankerworm which is slowly but surely eating its way into one's very heart?
No, my lass, can't say as I've ever thought that.
I've thought it often.
Yes, you look it. What's the matter with the man? Isn't he well?
Don't take no heed of him. It's only poor Dick Deadeye.
I say it's a beast of a name, ain't it, Dick Deadeye?
It's not a nice name.
And I'm ugly too, ain't I?
You are certainly plain.
And I'm three-cornered too, ain't I?
You are rather triangular.
Ha ha! That's it. I'm ugly, and they all hate me for it. For you all hate me, don't you?
We do!
There.
Well, Dick, we wouldn't go for to hurt any fellow creature's feelings, but you can't expect a chap with such a name as Dick Deadeye to be a popular character now, can ya?
No.
It's asking too much, ain't it?
It is. From such a face and form as mine, The noblest of sentiments sound like the black utterances of a depraved imagination. It is human nature. I am resigned.
Tell me, who's the youth whose faltering feet with difficulty bear him on his course?
That is the smartest lad in all the fleet, RACKSTRAW.
Rafe, the name! Remorse, remorse.
Chorus, but choruses yield little consolation when we have pain and sorrow to before us. I love and love, alas, above my station.
He loves and loves, alas, above his station.
Yes, yes, the lass is much above his station.
Passion torn and poor beyond denying, has dared for her to pine at whose exalted shrine a world of wealth is sighing. A world of wealth is sighing. Unlearned he not save that which love had taught, for love had been his tutor. Oh, pity, pity me, our captain's daughter she, and I, that lowly suitor. Oh, pity, pity me, our captain's daughter she, and I, that lowly
Climbed too high. Our worthy captain's child won't have nothing to do with a poor chap like you, will she, lads?
No. Captain's daughters don't marry foremast hands.
Shame! Deadeye, them sentiments of yourn are a disgrace to our common nature.
But it's a strange anomaly that the daughter of a man who hails from the quarterdeck may not love another who lays out on the foreyard arm. For a man is but a man, whether he hoists his flag at the main truck or as slacks on the main deck, eh?
Ah, it's a queer world.
Dick Deadeye, I have no desire to press hardly on you, but such a revolutionary sentiment is enough to make an honest sailor shudder.
Oh, my lads, our gallant captain has come on deck. Let us greet him as so brave an officer and so gallant a seaman deserves.
My gallant crew, good morning.
Sir, good morning.
I hope you're all quite well.
Quite well, and you, sir?
I'm in reasonable health and happy to meet you all once more.
You do us proud, sir.
I am the captain of the Pinafore.
And a right good captain, too.
You're very, very good, and be it understood, I command a right good crew.
We're very, very good, and be it understood, he commands a right good crew.
Though related to appear, I can hand reap a steer or ship a salvagee. I'm never known to fail at the fury of a gale, and I'm never, never sick at sea.
What never?
No, never.
What never?
Hardly ever.
He's hardly ever sick at sea. And give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the hardy captain of the Pinafore. They give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the captain of the Pinafore.
I do my best to satisfy you all.
And with you we're quite content.
You're exceedingly polite, and I think it's only right to return the compliment.
We're exceedingly polite, and he thinks it's only right to return the compliment.
Bad language or abuse I never, never use, whatever the emergency. Though bother it I may occasionally say, I never use a big, big D.
What never?
No, never.
What never?
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever swears a big, big D. Then give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the well-bred captain of the Pinafore. They give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the captain of the Pinafore.
Eloquence of yonder tear that trembles on your eyelash conveys a sorrow far more deep than common. Confide in me. Fear not, I am a mother.
Yes, little Buttercup, I'm sad and sorry. My daughter Josephine, the fairest flower that ever blossomed on ancestral timber, is sought in marriage by Sir Joseph Porter, our Admiralty's first lord. But for some reason, she does not seem to take kindly to it.
Oh, poor Sir Joseph. But vainly. But see, here comes your most attractive daughter. I go, farewell.
A plump and a pleasing person.
Sad are the sighs that
grieved to see that you are a prey to melancholy. You should look your best today, for Sir Joseph Porter, KCB, will be here this afternoon to claim your promised hand.
Father, your words cut me to the quick. I can esteem, reverence, venerate Sir Joseph, for he is a great and good man. But oh, I cannot love him. My heart is already given.
It is then as I feared. Given? And to whom? Not to some gilded lordling?
No, Father, the object of my love is no lordling. Oh, pity me, for he is but a humble sailor on board your own ship.
Impossible!
Yes, it is true, too true.
A common sailor? Oh, fie!
I blush for the weakness that allows me to cherish such a passion. I hate myself when I think of the depth to which I have stooped in permitting myself to think tenderly of one so ignobly born. But I love him. I love him. Oh, I love him!
Come, my child. Let us talk this over. In matters of the heart, I would not coerce my daughter. I attach but little value to rank or wealth. But the line must be drawn somewhere. A man of that station may be brave and worthy, but at every step he will commit solecisms that society will never pardon.
I have thought of this night and day. But fear not, Father. I have a heart, and therefore I love. But I am your daughter, and therefore I am proud. Though I carry my love with me to the tomb, he shall never, never know it.
You are my daughter after all. But see, Sir Joseph barge approaches, manned by 12 trusty oarsmen and accompanied by the admiring crowd of sisters, cousins, and aunts that attend him wherever he goes. Retire my daughter to your cabin. Take this, his photograph, with you. It may help to bring you to a more reasonable frame of mind.
My own thoughtful father.
Oh, the bright blue sea, comes Sir Joseph Porter, KCB, wherever he may go. Bing, bing, the loud encounters go. Shout o'er the bright blue sea, for Sir Joseph Porter, KCB. Shout o'er the bright blue sea, for Sir Joseph Porter, KCB. For Sir Joseph Porter, KCB.
Sir Joseph's majesty, and his crowd of blushing beauty, we hope you'll find us clean and attentive to our duty. We sail the ocean blue in a saucy ship so beauty. We're sober, sober men and true, and attentive to our duty. Sober, sober men and true. We're smart and sober men, and quite devoid of fear. In all the royal men, none are so smart as we are.
Tripping, lightly skipping, flock of maidens to the shipping. Tripping, lightly skipping, flock of maidens to the shipping.
Flags and guns and pennants skipping, all the ladies love the shipping.
Sailors rightly, always rightly, welcome ladies so politely.
Ladies who can smile so brightly, sailors welcome most politely, welcome most politely.
Sailors rightly, always rightly, welcome ladies so politely.
It's nothing sober men, and white is void of she are. In all the royals men, none are so smart as she are. Ladies who can smile so brightly, sailors welcome most politely. peacefully, gaily, tripping, lightly, skipping. Sailors always welcome ladies most politely.
Now give 3 cheers, I'll lead the way. Hurrah, hurrah,
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
I am the monarch of the sea, the ruler of the Queen's Navy, whose praise Great Britain loudly chants.
We are his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
They are his sisters and his cousins and his aunts, his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
When at anchor here I ride, my bosom swells with pride, and I snap my fingers at a foeman's taunts.
So do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts, his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
But when the breezes blow, I generally go below and seek the seclusion that a cabin grants.
So do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts. So do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts, his sisters and his cousins, we reckon to my dozens and his aunts.
When I was a lad, I served a term as office boy to an attorney's firm. I cleaned the windows and I swept the floor, and I polished up the handle of the big front door. I polished up that handle so carefully that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
He polished up the handle so carefully that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
As office boy, I made such a mark that they gave me the post of a junior clerk. I served the writs with a smile so bland, and I copied all the letters in a big round hand.
He copied all the letters in a big round hand.
I copied all the letters in a hand so free that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
He copied all the letters in a hand so free that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
In serving writs, I made such a name that an articled clerk I soon became. I wore clean collars and a brand new suit for the pass examination at the Institute.
For the pass examination at the Institute.
That pass examination did so well for me that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
That pass examination did so well for me that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
Of legal knowledge I acquired such a grip that they took me into the partnership, and that junior partnership by wing was the only ship that I ever had seen.
Was the only ship we ever had seen.
But that kind of ship so suited me that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
That kind of ship so suited me that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
I grew so rich that I was sent by a pocket buddy into Parliament. I always voted at my party's call, and I never thought of thinking for myself at all.
You never thought of thinking for yourself at all.
I thought so little, they rewarded me by making me the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
He thought so little, they rewarded me by making him the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
Now, landsmen all, whoever you may be, if you want to rise to the top of the tree, if your soul isn't fettered to an office stool, be careful to be guided by this golden rule.
Be careful to be guided by this golden rule.
Stick close to your desks and never go to sea, and you all may be rulers of the Queen's Navy.
Stick close to your desks and never go to sea, and you all may be rulers of the Queen's Navy.
You've a remarkably fine crew, Captain Corcoran.
It is a fine crew, Sir Joseph.
A British sailor is a splendid fellow, Captain Corcoran.
A splendid fellow indeed, Sir Joseph.
I hope you treat your crew kindly, Captain Corcoran.
Indeed, I hope so, Sir Joseph.
Never forget that they are the bulwarks of England's greatness, Captain Corcoran.
So I've always considered them, Sir Joseph.
No bullying, I trust. No strong language of any kind, eh?
Oh, never, Sir Joseph.
What, never?
Well, hardly ever, Sir Joseph. They are an excellent crew and do their work thoroughly without it.
Don't patronize them, sir. Pray don't patronize them.
Certainly not, Sir Joseph.
That you are their captain is an accident of birth. I cannot permit these noble fellows to be patronized, because an accident of birth has placed you above them and them below you.
I am the last person to insult a British sailor, Sir Joseph.
You're the last person who did, Captain Corcoran. Desire that splendid seaman to step forward. No. The other splendid seaman.
Rafe RACKSTRAW, 3 paces to the front. March.
If what?
I beg your pardon. I don't think I understand you.
If you please.
Oh yes, of course. If you please.
You're a remarkably fine fellow.
Yes, Your Honour.
And a first-rate seaman, I'll be bound.
There's not a smarter topman in the Navy, Your Honour. Though I say it who shouldn't.
No, not at all. Proper self-respect, nothing more. Can you dance a hornpipe?
No, Your Honour.
That's a pity. All sailors should dance hornpipes. I will teach you one. I will teach you one this evening after dinner. Now tell me, don't be afraid. How does your captain treat you, eh?
A better captain don't walk the deck, Your Honour.
Aye, aye.
Good. I like to hear you speak well of your commanding officer. I dare say he don't deserve it, but still it does you credit. Can you sing?
I can hum a little, Your Honour.
Then hum this at your leisure. It is a song that I have composed for the use of the Royal Navy. It is designed to encourage independence of thought and action in the lower branches of the service, and to teach the principle that a British sailor is any man's equal, excepting mine. And now, Captain Corcoran, a word with you in your cabin on a tender and sentimental subject.
Aye, aye, Sir Joseph. Boatswain, in commemoration of this joyous occasion, see that extra grog is set out to the ship's company at 7 bells.
Beg pardon, if what, Your Honour?
If what? I don't think I understand you.
If you please, Your Honour.
What?
The gentleman is quite right. If you please.
If you please.
For I hold that on the seas, the expression, if you please, a particularly gentlemanly tone implants.
So do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
So do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts. His sisters and his cousins and he reckons on my cousins and his aunts.
Sir Joseph's a true gentleman, courteous and considerate to the very humblest.
True, both, but we are not the very humblest. Sir Joseph has explained our true position to us, and as he says, a British seaman is any man's equal excepting his, and if Sir Joseph says that, is it not our duty to believe him?
Well spoke! Well spoke!
You're on the wrong tack, and so is he. He means well, but he don't know. If people have to obey other people's orders, equality's out of the question.
Horrible! Horrible! Deadeye, if you go for to infuriate this here ship's company too far, I won't answer for being able to hold them in. I'm shocked. That's what I am. I'm shocked.
Messmates, our mind's made up. I'll talk to the captain's daughter tonight and tell her, like an honest man, of the honest love that I have for her. Is not my love as good as another's?
Aye.
Is not my heart as true as another's?
Aye.
Have I not hands and eyes and ears and limbs like any other?
Aye.
In true, I lack birth.
You've a berth on board this very ship.
Well said. I'd forgotten that. Messmates, what do you say? Do you approve of my determination?
We do.
I don't.
Oh, what is to be done with this here hopeless chap? Let us sing him the song that Sir Joseph has kindly composed for us. Perhaps that'll put this here miserable creature into a proper state of mind. This is it.
A British tar is a soaring soul, as free as a mountain bird. His energetic fist should be ready to resist a dictatorial word. His nose should, and his lip should, his cheek should flame,
and his brow should,
his bosom should heave,
and his heart should glow,
and his fist be ever ready for a knock. His nose should pant, his lips should curl, his cheek should flame, his brow should furl, his bosom should heave, and his heart should glow, his fist be ever ready for a knockdown blow. His eyes should flash with an inborn fire, his brow with scorn be wrong. He never should bow down to a domineering frown, or the tang of a tyrant tongue. His foot should stamp,
and his throat should growl,
his hair should twirl,
and his face should scowl,
his eyes should flash,
and his breast protrude,
and this should be his customary attitude. His foot should stamp, and his throat should growl, his hair should twirl, and his face should scowl, his eyes should flash, and his breast protrude, and this should be his customary attitude. His attitude, his attitude, his attitude.
It is useless. Sir Joseph's attentions nauseate me. I know that he is a truly great and good man, for he told me so himself. But to me he seems tedious, fretful, and dictatorial. Yet his mind must be one of no common order, or he would not dare to teach my dear father to dance a hornpipe on the cabin table. Oh! Rafe RACKSTRAW!
Aye, lady. None other than poor Rafe RACKSTRAW.
How my heart beats! And why poor, Rafe?
Well, I am poor in an essence of happiness, lady. Rich only in never-ending unrest. In me there meets a combination of antithetical elements which are at eternal war with one another, driven hither by objective influences, hither by subjective emotions, wafted one moment into blazing day by mocking hope, plunged the next into the Sumerian darkness of tangible despair. I am but a living ganglion of irreconcilable antagonisms. I hope I make myself clear, lady.
Perfectly. His simple eloquence goes to my heart. Oh, if I dared. But no, the thought is madness. Dismiss these foolish fancies. They torture you, but needlessly. Come, make one effort.
Oh, I will. One. Josephine.
Sir?
Hi. Even since Jove's armory were launched at the head of the audacious mortal, whose lips, unhallowed by relationship, dared to breathe that precious word, and yet would I breathe it once, and then perchance be silent evermore. Josephine, in one brief breath, I would concentrate the hopes, the doubts, the anxious fears of 6 weary months. Josephine, I am a British sailor, and I love you.
Sir, this audacity! My heart, my beating heart! Sir, this unwarrantable presumption on the part of a common sailor! Common? Oh, the irony of the word! Sir, you forget the disparity in our ranks!
I forget nothing, you haughty lady. But I love you desperately. My life is in your hands. I lay it at your feet. Give me hope. And what I lack in education and polite accomplishments, that I will endeavor to acquire. Drive me to despair, and in death alone shall I look for consolation. I am proud, and I cannot stoop to implore. I have spoken, and I await your word.
You shall not wait long. Your proffered love I heartily reject! Go, sir, and learn to cast your eyes on some village maiden in your own poor rank. They should be lowered before your captain's daughter. Refrain, audacious tor, your suit from pressing. Remember what you wore and whom are dressing. Refrain, audacious tor, your suit from pressing. Remember what you wore and whom are dressing. Refrain, audacious tor, remember what you are. I'd love my right to scorn you, nor he, nor highly born, I'd love my right to scorn you, were he, nor highly born,
Proud lady, have your way, unfeeling beauty. You speak, and I obey. It is my duty. I am the lowliest tar that sails the water, and you, proud maiden, are my captain's daughter. Proud lady, have your way. You speak, and I obey. My heart with anguish torn bows down before her. She laughs my love to scorn, yet I adore her. My heart with anguish torn bows down before her. She laughs Can I survive this overbearing, or live a life of mad despairing? My prophet love despised, rejected. No, no, it's not to be expected. Messmates ahoy, come here, come here.
Aye, my boy, what cheer, what cheer. Now tell us bring without delay, what does she say? What cheer, what cheer.
The maiden treats my suit with scorn, rejects my humble gifts, milady. She says I am ignobly born, and cuts my hopes adrift, milady.
Oh, cruel one, oh, cruel one.
She spent asleep. I told you so. I told you so.
Shall we submit? Are we but slaves? Love comes alike to high and low. Britannia sailors rule the waves, and shall we stoop to insult? No, no.
You must submit, you are but slaves, and lady she, ho, ho. You lowly toilers of the waves, she spurns you on. I told you so.
Shall we submit? Are we but slaves? Shall we submit? Are we but slaves? Love comes alike to high and low. Britannia sailors rule the waves, and shall we stoop to insult? No, no.
My friends, my leave of life I'm taking. For oh, my heart is breaking when I am gone. Oh, prithee tell the maid that as I died, I loved her well.
Wife, alas, his leave is taking, for all his faithful heart is breaking. When he is gone, we'll surely tell the maid that as he died, he loved her well.
Be warned, my nursemates, all who love in rank above you, for Josephine I fall.
Oh, still heart, I love you.
Oh, still hand, she loves you.
Loves me.
Loves you.
Yes, yes, oh yes, she loves you.
Oh, joy, oh, rapture unforeseen, for now the sky is all serene. The God of day, the orb of love, has hung his ensign high above. The sky is all ablaze with wooing words and loving song. We'll chase the lurking ghosts above, and if we find the maiden coy, I'll murmur forth the chorus joy in dreamy roundelays.
He thinks he's won his Josephine, but though the sky is now serene, a frowning thunderbolt above me in the ill-assorted love, which now is all ablaze. Our captain ere the day is gone will be extremely down upon the wicked man who hearts employ to make his Josephine less coy in many various ways.
Oh, joy, oh, rapture unforeseen, for now the sky is all serene. The God of day, the orb of love, has hung his ensign high above. The sky is all ablaze, is all ablaze, is all ablaze. The sky is all ablaze.
This very night with bated breath,
And muffled door,
without a light, as still as death.
we'll steal ashore,
Oh, cloudy man,
shall make us one,
At 10:30,
and then we can
return for none,
cannot compel.
this very night with bated breath,
and muffled door,
without a light, as
out of heaven and be happy to the God.
None can part us then.
Forbear, nor carry out the scheme you've planned. She's a lady, you a foremast hand. Remember, she's your gallant captain's daughter, and you the meanest slave that crows the water.
Back, vermin, back, no mock us. Back, vermin, back, you shock us.
Let's get the years to sailors ride, lots of water and the sun, and years of going fortune to the yards of the sea. La 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 la
For British tar is a soaring soul as free as a mountain bird. His energetic fist should be ready to resist a dictatorial word. His eyes should flash with an inborn fire, his brow is won't be wrong. He never should bow down to a dominant frown or the tang of a tyrant's tongue.
His nose should pant and his lips should curl, his cheeks should flame and his mouth should furl, his bosom should heave and his heart should glow, and his fist be ever ready for a knockdown blow. His foot should snap, his foot should growl, his face should twirl, his face should scowl, his eyes should flash, his face should show, and his face should carry out.
His eyes should flash, his breast should shout, his eyes should flash, his eyes should flash, his breast should shout, his eyes should flash, his eyes should flash, yes, his eyes should flash.
His foot should snap, his foot should growl, his face should twirl, his face should flash, his face should flash, his face should show, and this should be his last one.
And his face should
regent of the heavens, say, why is everything either at sixes or at sevens? Say, why is everything either at sixes or at sevens? I have lived hitherto free from the breath of slander, beloved by all my crew, a really popular commander. But now my kindly crew rebel. My daughter to a tar is partial. Sir Joseph storms, and sad to tell, he threatens a court-martial.
Forth his melody to the unconscious moon. Of whom is he thinking? Some high-born beauty, maybe, whose poor little buttercup to expect his glance to fall on one so lowly. And yet, if he knew, if he only knew.
Ah, little buttercup, still on board? That's not quite right, little one. It would have been more respectable to have gone on shore at dusk.
True, dear Captain, but the recollection of your sad, pale face seemed to chain me to the ship. I would fain see you smile before I go.
Ah, little buttercup, I fear it will be long before I recover my accustomed cheerfulness, for misfortunes crowd upon me, and all my old friends seem to have turned against me.
Do not say old, dear Captain. That were unjust to one at least.
True, for you are staunch to me. If ever I gave my heart again, methinks it would be to such a one as this. I am touched to the heart by your innocent regard for me, and were we differently situated, I think I could have returned it. But as it is, I feel I can never be more to you than a friend.
I understand. You hold aloof from me because you are rich and lofty, and I poor and lowly. But take care. The poor bumboat woman has gypsy blood in her veins. She can read destinies.
Destinies?
There is a change in store for you.
A change?
Aye, be prepared. What they seem, skim milk masquerades as cream, high nose passport, patent leathers, jackdaw strutting peacock feathers.
Very true, so they do.
Black sheep dwell in every fold, all that glitters is not gold. Storks turn out to be but logs, bulls are but inflated frogs.
So they be frequently.
Drops the wind and stops the mill, poor but is ambitious will. He'll the falling if you will, yet it is a falling still.
Yes, I know that is so. Though to catch a drift I'm striving. It is shady, it is shady. I don't see it what you're driving, mystic lady, mystic lady. Some convictions or me feeling that the mystic lady's healing in oracular revealing. Yes, I know.
That is so.
Though I'm anything but clever, I could talk like that forever. Once a cat was killed by care, only brave deserve the fair.
Very true, so they do.
Wink is often good as nod, spoils the child who spares the rod. Thirsty lambs run foxy dangers, dogs are found in many mangers.
Frequently, I agree.
Paw of cat, the chestnut snatches, worn out garments show new patches, only counts the trick that hatches, men a grown-up cat she catches.
Yes, I know that is so, though to catch my drift is striving. I'll dissemble. When he sees at what I'm driving, let him tremble, let him tremble.
Oh, a mystic tone you borrow, I shall learn the truth with sorrow, here today and gone tomorrow. Yes, I know
that is so.
Though a mystic tone you borrow, I shall learn the truth with sorrow, here today and gone tomorrow. Yes, I know that is so. Incomprehensible as her utterances are, I nevertheless feel they are dictated by a sincere regard for me. But to what new misery is she referring? Time alone can tell.
Captain Corcoran, I am much disappointed with your daughter. In fact, I don't think she will do.
She won't do, Sir Joseph?
I'm afraid not. The fact is that although I've urged my suit with as much eloquence as is consistent with an official utterance, I have done so hitherto without success. How do you account for this?
Really, Sir Joseph, I hardly know. Josephine is, of course, sensible of your condescension.
She naturally would be.
But perhaps your exalted rank dazzles her.
You think he does?
I can hardly say. She is a modest girl, and her social position is far below your own. It may be that she feels she's not worthy of you.
That is really a very sensible suggestion, and displays more knowledge of human nature than I had given you credit for.
See, she comes. If your lordship would kindly reason with her and assure her officially that it is a standing rule at the Admiralty that love levels all ranks, her respect for an official utterance might induce her to look upon your offer in its proper light.
It is not unlikely. I will adopt your suggestion. But soft, she is here. Let us withdraw and watch our opportunity.
Children crying, where organs yell and clacking housewives fume, and clothes are hanging out all day drying, with one cracked looking glass to see your face in, and dinner served up in a pudding basin. toils for bread from early morn till half the night has flown, till half the night has flown. No golden rank can he impart, no wealth of house or land, no fortune save his trusty heart, and on his brown right hand, his trusty heart and brown right hand. And yet he is so wondrous fair, that love were one so passing rare, so peerless in his manly beauty, were little else in solemn duty, were little else than solemn duty. Oh, God of love, and God of reason, say, which of you twain shall my poor heart obey? A simple sailor, lonely born, unlettered and unknown, no golden rank can he impart, no wealth of house or land, no fortune save his trusty heart, and on his brown right hand, his trusty heart and right hand. O God of love and God of reason, say which of you twain shall my poor heart obey? God of love, God of reason, God of reason, God of love, say which shall my poor heart obey? O God of love and God of reason, say, O God of love and God of reason, say, which of you twain shall my poor heart obey, my heart obey? Which shall my heart
Madam, it has been represented to me that you are appalled by my exalted rank. I desire to convey to you officially my assurance that if your hesitation is attributable to that circumstance, it is uncalled for.
Oh, then your lordship is of the opinion that married happiness is not inconsistent with discrepancy in rank?
I am officially of that opinion.
That the high and the lowly may be truly happy together, provided that they truly love one another?
Madam, I desire to convey to you officially my opinion that love is a platform upon which all ranks meet.
I thank you, Sir Joseph. I did hesitate, but I will hesitate no longer. He little thinks how eloquently he has pleaded his rival's cause.
Never mind the why and wherefore love can level ranks, and therefore, though his lordship stations mighty, built whose pen be his brain, though her tastes are mean and flighty, and her fortune poor and plain.
Ring the merry bells on board ship, rend the air with warbling loud, for the union of my lordship with the humble captain's child.
What a humble captain's daughter!
What a gallant captain's daughter!
And a lord who rules the water!
And a tar who ploughs the water!
Let the air with joy be laden when the songs the air above, for the union of a maiden with the man who owns her love.
Never mind the why and wherefore love can level ranks, and therefore, though your nautical relation in my set could scarcely pass, though you occupy a station in the lower middle class.
Ring the merry bells on board ship, rend the air with warbling wild, for the union of my lordship with the humble captain's child.
What a humble captain's daughter!
What a gallant captain's daughter!
And a lord who rules the water!
And a tar who ploughs the water!
Let the air with joy be laden when it fills the air above, for the union of a maiden with the man who owns her love.
merry bells on board ship, rend the air with warbling wild, for the union of my lordship with the humble captain's child. What a humble captain's daughter,
For a gallant captain's daughter,
and a lord who rules the water,
and a tar who plows the water. Let the air with joy be laden,
ring the merry bells on board ship,
for the union of the maiden.
for the union with my lordship, and with songs the air above, for the man who owns her love, and with songs the air above, for the man who owns her love.
Never mind why and wherefore love can never rank, and therefore, though your nautical relation in my set could scarcely pass, though you occupy a station in the lower middle class.
Ring the merry bells on board ship, rend the air with warbling wild, for the union of my lordship with the humble captain's child. What a humble captain's daughter,
For a gallant captain's daughter,
and a lord who rules the water.
And a tar who plows the water.
let the air with joy be laden, rend with songs the air above, for the union of a maiden with the man who owns her love. Never mind the why and wherefore, love can level ranks, and therefore, though his lordship's station mighty, though stupendous be his brain, though her tastes are mean and flighty, and her fortune poor and plain. Ring the merry bells on board ship, rend the air with warbling wild, for the union of my lordship with the humble captain's child. What a humble captain's daughter,
for a gallant captain's daughter,
And a lord who rules the water.
and a tar who plows the water. Let the air with joy be laden,
ring the merry bells on board ship,
for the union of the maiden.
for the union with his lordship, rend with songs the air above, for the man who owns her love, rend with songs the air above, for the man who owns her love. Boatswain! Boatswain! Boatswain!
Never mind the why and wherefore, love can level ranks, and therefore I admit your jurisdiction, ably have you played your part. You have carried firm conviction to my hesitating heart.
Ring the merry bells on board ship, rend the air with warbling wild, for the union of my lordship with the humble captain's child. What a humble captain's daughter,
For a gallant captain's daughter,
And a lord who rules the water.
and a tar who plows the water. Let the air with joy be laden,
ring the merry bells on board ship,
for the union of the maiden.
for the union with my lordship, rend with songs the air above, for the man who owns her love, rend with songs the air above, for the man who owns her love. cannot express to you my delight at the happy result of your eloquence. Your argument was unanswerable.
Captain Corcoran, it is one of the happiest characteristics of this glorious country that official utterances are invariably regarded as unanswerable.
At last, my fine hopes will be crowned. My only daughter is to be the bride of a cabinet minister. The prospect is Elysium.
Captain.
Deadeye? You here? Don't.
Don't shrink from me, Captain. I'm unpleasant to look at. And my name's forgive me, but I'm not as bad as I say.
Oh, what would you with me?
I've come to give you warning.
Indeed. You propose to leave the Navy then?
Aha! No, you misunderstand. Listen. Kind Captain, I've important information. Sing I, the kind commander that you are, about a certain intimate relation. Sing I, the merry maiden and the tar.
The merry,
the merry, merry maiden, the merry, merry maiden, the maiden and the tar.
Good fellow, in conundrums you are speaking. Sing hey, the mystic sailor that you are. The answers to them vainly I am seeking. Sing hey, the merry maiden and the tar. The merry, merry maiden, the merry, merry maiden, the merry, merry maiden and the tar.
Kind Captain, your young lady is a sighing. Sing hi, the simple captain that you are. This very night with RACKSTRAW to be flying. Sing hi, the merry maiden and the tar.
The merry, merry maiden, the merry, merry maiden, the much too merry maiden and the tar. Good fellow, you have given timely warning. Sing hey, the thoughtful sailor that you are. I'll speak with Master RACKSTRAW in the morning. Sing hey, the cat of nine tails and the tar. The merry cat of nine tails, the merry cat, the merry cat, the merry cat of nine tails and the tar. Dick Deadeye, I thank you for your timely warning. I will at once make moves to arrest their flight. This boat cloak should afford me ample disguise. So.
Aha! They are foiled! Foiled! Foiled!
Breathing gently as we may, every step with caution feeling, we will softly steal away. Goodness me, why what was that?
Silent B, it was the cat.
It was the cat.
They're right. It was the cat.
The short in fashion steadily, I will with it break the fair. For a clergyman is ready to unite the happy pair. Goodness me, why what was that?
Silent B, it was the cat.
It was again the cat.
They're right. It was the cat.
Every step with caution feeling, they will softly steal away. Every step with caution feeling, they will softly steal away.
may be going with the sons of the bride. For my excellent crew, the foes they could company are scarcely fit company, my daughter, for you.
Now how can they do? The foes we could company, we're scarcely fit company for a lady like you.
Proud officer, that haughty lip uncurl, vain man, suppress that supercilious sneer, for I have dared to love your matchless girl, a fact well known to all my messmates here.
Oh, horror!
I, humble, poor, and lowly born, the meanest sins of all divisions, what of earth or Latin scorn, the mark of quarter death division, a fair to raise my worthy eyes above the doors to which you look, imagine glorious pride to rise. Behold me!
He is an Englishman, for he himself has said it, and it's greatly to his credit that he is an Englishman. That he is an Englishman. For he might have been a Russian, a French or Turk or Prussian, or perhaps Italian. Or perhaps Italian. But in spite of all temptations to belong to other nations, he remains an Englishman. He remains an Englishman. For in spite of all temptations to belong to other nations, he remains an Englishman. He remains an
In uttering a reprobation to any British tar, I tried to speak with moderation, but you have gone too far. I'm very sorry to disparage a humble farmer's lad, but to seek your captain's child in marriage, why, dummy, it's too bad. Oh! Yes, dummy, it's too bad. Oh! Yes, dummy, it's too bad.
Did you hear him? Did you hear him? Oh, the monster over best. Took a minute, he's trying.
Yes, damn. My pain and my distress, I find it is not easy to express. My amazement, my surprise, you may learn from the expression of my eyes.
My lord, one word, the facts are not before you. The word was injudicious, I allow. But hear my explanation, I implore you, and you will be indignant too, I vow.
I will hear of no defense. Attempt none if you're sensible. That word of evil sense is wholly indefensible. Go, rebels, get you hence to your cabin with celerity. This is the consequence of ill-advised asperity.
This is the consequence of ill-advised asperity.
For I'll teach you all along to refrain from language strong, for I haven't any sympathy for ill-bred taunts.
No more have your sisters, nor your cousins, nor your aunts.
No more have your sisters, nor your cousins, nor your aunts. No more have your sisters, nor your cousins, nor your aunts. His sisters and his cousins will be reckoned to my cousins and his aunts. For he is an Englishman, for he himself has said it, and is greatly to his credit that he is an Englishman, that he is an Englishman.
Now tell me, my fine fellow, for you are a fine fellow,
Yes, Your Honor.
how came your captain so far to forget himself? I'm quite sure you had given him no cause for annoyance.
Please, Your Honor, it was thuswise. You see, I am only a topman, a mere foremast hand.
Don't be ashamed of that. Your position as a topman is a very exalted one.
Well, love burns as brightly in the forecastle as it does in the quarterdeck, and Josephine is the fairest bud that ever blossomed on a tree of a poor fellow's wildest hopes.
Oh, darling!
She is the figurehead of my ship of life, my bright beacon that guides me into my port of happiness, the rarest and purest gem that ever sparkled on a poor but worthy fellow's trusting brow.
Very pretty, very pretty.
Insolent sailor! You shall repent this outrage. Seize him!
Sir Joseph, spare him, for I love him tenderly.
Pray don't. I will teach this presumptuous mariner to discipline his affections. Have you such a thing as a dungeon on board?
We have.
They have.
Then load him with chains and take him there at once.
Farewell, my own, light of my life, farewell. For crime unknown, I go to a dungeon cell.
I will return in the meantime, farewell. I will rejoice in your dungeon cell.
A bone, I'll pick with this sailor fell. Let him be shown at once to his dungeon cell.
Hear no tone of the maiden he loves so well. No telephone communicates with his cell.
But when is known the secret I have to tell, wide will be thrown the door of his dungeon cell.
Hear no tone of the he loves so well. For time is young, he goes to a dungeon, a dungeon cell.
My pain and my distress, again it is not easy to express. My amazement, my surprise, again you may discover from my eyes.
How terrible the aspect of his eyes.
Gould! Ere upon your loss you lay much stress, a long concealed crime I would confess. Many years ago, when I was young and charming, as some of you may know, I practiced baby farming.
Now this is most alarming. When she was young and charming, she practiced baby farming. How many years ago?
2 tender babes I nursed. One was of low condition, the other upper crust, a regular patrician.
Now this is our position. One was of low condition, the other a patrician. How many years ago?
Oh, creature knew it.
However could you do it? Someday, no doubt, you'll rue it. Although no creature knew it so many years ago.
In time, each little waif forsook his foster mother. The well-born babe was brave. Your captain was the other.
They left their foster mother. The one was Rafe, our brother. Our captain was the other. How many years ago?
Then I am to understand that Captain Corcoran and Rafe were exchanged in childhood's happy hours? That Rafe is really the captain, and the captain is Rafe?
That is the idea I intended to convey officially.
And very well you have conveyed it, Miss Buttercup.
Aye, Your Honour.
Dear me. Let them appear before me at once.
My father? A common sailor?
It is odd, is it not, my dear?
This is a very singular occurrence. I congratulate you, both. Desire that remarkably fine seaman to step forward.
Corcoran, 3 paces to the front. March.
If what?
I don't understand.
If you please.
What?
Perfectly right, if you please.
Oh, very well, if you please.
You're an extremely fine fellow.
Yes, Your Honour.
So it seems that you were Rafe, and Rafe was you.
So it seems, Your Honour.
Well, I need not tell you that after this change in your condition, a marriage with your daughter will be out of the question.
Don't say that, Your Honour. Love levels all ranks.
It does to a considerable extent, but it does not level them as much as that. Here, take her, sir. And mind you, treat her kindly.
Oh, bliss! Oh, rapture!
Oh, rapture! Oh, bliss!
Sad my lot and sorry. What shall I do? I cannot live alone.
Oh, fear not. While I live, I'll not desert you. I'll soothe and comfort your declining days.
No, don't do that.
Oh, but yes, indeed, I'd rather.
Oh, very well then. Tomorrow morn our vows shall all be plighted, 3 loving pairs on the same day united.
Oh joy, oh rapture unforeseen, the clouded sky is now serene. The God of Davidow of love has hung his ensign high above. The sky is all ablaze with wooing words. They'll chase the lagging hours and if he finds the maiden boy, they'll burn forth to chorus in dreamy round.
For he's the captain of the Pinafore.
And a right good captain too.
And though before my fall I was captain of you all, I'm a member of the crew.
And though before his fall he was captain of us all, he's a member of the crew.
I will marry with the wife in my humble rank of life, and you my own are she. I must travel to and fro, but wherever I may go, I will never be untrue to thee.
What never?
No, never.
What never?
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever be untrue to thee. Then give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the former captain of the Pinafore. They give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the captain of the Pinafore.
For he loves little Buttercup, dear little Buttercup, though I could never tell why. But still he loves Buttercup, poor little Buttercup. Buttercup, sweet little Buttercup, I.
He loves little Buttercup, dear little Buttercup, though I could never tell why. But still he loves Buttercup, dear little Buttercup, sweet little Buttercup, I.
I'm the monarch of the sea, and when I've married thee, I'll be true to the devotion that my love implants.
So goodbye to your sisters and your cousins and your aunts, and especially your cousins when you reckon up by dozens.
Goodbye to your sisters and your cousins and your aunts, and especially your cousins when you reckon up by dozens and your aunts. For he